Okay, so this one's just gonna be a quick video on the gear that changed how I do things the most in 2023. I know we're already into 2024, but like, it's fine. And I'm holding two of them right now, the 70-200 G Master Mark II from Sony and the FX30 from Sony. I got both of these around the middle of the year at slightly different times. The reason I got 70-200 is because I really like the telephoto look, so I actually use it for a lot of talking heads like this. Obviously, it's a very different feel compared to the 20mm that I'm shooting on now, but I do use the 70-200 a lot, especially on the a7 IV. Still a fair bit on the FX30, but not quite as much. Speaking of the FX30, the main reason that I got it was because I was sick of using my Lumix G85, which was my first camera, whenever I wanted to make a video about the a7 IV. If I wanted to have the a7 IV in the shot, I had to settle for way worse quality, worse autofocus, just nowhere near as easy to use, worse colors, all that sort of stuff. And yes, I know gear doesn't matter and whatnot, but like, it does make a difference. So I wanted to have two cameras that work really well together, and that is now the case with the a7 IV and FX30. The next thing is the Rode Wireless Pro. Now, I had the Rode Wireless Go 2 for a while. It was like my third mic or something that I got. And I used it, sometimes, but I use shotgun mics more. But now that I have the Rode Wireless Pro, not only can I use the 32-bit float internal recording, but it also comes with lavs. So now I actually find myself putting a lav on either as well as or instead of using a boom mic like I am now. It's just a lot easier to, use a lav than to clip the receiver itself onto your shirt. It just doesn't look great and it's a bit of a hassle to use, but clipping a little lav on and then putting this in your pocket or clipping onto your belt works so much better. Plus, of course, we love 32-bit float. The next thing is the Emar 300C. I didn't get this very long ago, and it's already been so useful. One, it's way more powerful than the Emar 100D that I have been using. So I can, light things way more. I can overpower, more background lights a bit more. And it is a C-series light, so it goes full color. I can adjust the color temperature as well as the tint, or just go into HSI mode and just go full RGB for whatever. And I would be using this right now if I weren't talking about it, but I'm actually using the Aperture MT Pro to light this shot because the 100D back there is not bi-color, so I can't adjust the temperature to fit with the lights in this room. And before I get to the last thing, quick honorable mention, the Sigma 24-70 f2.8. I do use this a lot. This basically lives on my FX30, but I just needed a standard range lens because I have the 20mm and I had an 85 and the 70-200. I had nothing in between 20 and 70, so I needed something to fill that gap. So it's been really useful having this, but I'm not gonna say it's on the top of my list. But what I do think has made the biggest difference, and I've actually had it the least time, is this Tilter dual base plate. Basically, it's an Arca Swiss this way and Manfrotto this way, so you can fit either plates in. You don't have to change anything to swap it. So basically, I can take a Manfrotto plate. This is actually the plate that comes with it. It's both Arca and Manfrotto. You just flip it upside down. But I've got it set up for Manfrotto right now, and I can basically just clip it right in there, tighten it, and it's locked on there. Or I could do the same thing with the Arca Swiss rail on the bottom of both of the cages that I have for my cameras. Literally just slide it in, lock it down the exact same, and it's on there. So this has been great on my second tripod, so I don't have to worry about little individual plates for either the PGY Tech snap lock system that I've been using or the tripod itself. So now I can just have a Manfrotto plate on everything, or if I don't, then I just use the cage itself and it works great. Now it's not perfect, but it's really solid and I really like it. So that's pretty much it. I think this was a bit more of a bonus video. I might even put this out not on my regular schedule. I've actually made individual videos about almost all of those products themselves, so feel free to go watch those videos. I'll link them down below. We'll put a couple up here, and yeah, let me know what you think about those. Are there any that changed your process this year? Last year, I guess. Let me know. I'll see you next time. Do all the other things. Okay, bye.